Good morning, everyone. Champions, builders, success seekers, thank you for being here today. I look around this room and I see a fire in your eyes. I see people who are hungry for success. People who are ready to make their dreams a reality. People who are willing to do what it takes to achieve greatness. And I'm here to tell you something that will change the way you approach your goals. Success starts with self-discipline. It's the key that unlocks every door, the foundation of every achievement, the secret to turning your dreams into results. Today, we're going to talk about how self-discipline can transform your life, how you can build it, and how you can use it to create the success you deserve. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Self-discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Everyone has dreams, big, beautiful dreams of success, of greatness, of a life that inspires. But dreams don't become reality through wishing, hoping, or waiting for the perfect moment. They become reality through self-discipline. The ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. Self-discipline is showing up for yourself day after day with consistency, focus, and determination. It's choosing the hard right over the easy wrong, choosing progress or comfort, choosing action over excuses. When you master self-discipline, you don't just chase success, you build it. You don't just dream of a better life, you live it. What does it mean to live with self-discipline? It means making intentional choices that align with your goals, even when those choices aren't fun or easy. It means waking up early to work on your craft, even when your bed feels so comfortable. It means saying no to distractions, even when they're tempting. It means pushing through setbacks, even when you feel like giving up. Self-discipline is about creating habits that lead to success. Habits of hard work, habits of focus, habits of resilience. It's about sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. Knowing that every disciplined choice you make today is an investment in the successful life you'll live tomorrow. And when you live with self-discipline, you don't achieve your goals. You exceed them. You become a master of your own destiny. I want you to think out a goal you're working toward right now, something you want to achieve, something that would make you proud. Maybe it's starting your own business, growing it into something that supports your family. Maybe it's getting in the best shape of your life, running that marathon you've always dreamed of. Maybe it's writing a book, sharing your story with the world. Now, think about the habits you're building to get there. Are you showing up with self-discipline every day? Are you making the choices that move you closer to that goal? Or are you letting distractions and excuses hold you back? Because success starts with self-discipline. And the choices you make today will determine the success you celebrate tomorrow. Let me tell you a story about someone who embodied self-discipline, a woman named Serena Williams. Serena grew up in Compton, California, in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce. She and her sister Venus started playing tennis at a young age, trained by their father on cracked public courts. Serena could have let her circumstances define her, saying, "I don't have the best facilities. I can't compete with kids who have more. It's too hard." But Serena chose self-discipline. She woke up at dawn to practice, hitting thousands of balls every day, even when she was tired. She studied her opponents, worked on her fitness, and pushed herself to improve, even after losses. Her self-discipline led her to win 23 Grand titles, making her one of the greatest athletes of all time. Why? Because Serena Williams knew that success starts with self-discipline. Because she showed up every single day. Let's dive deeper into Serena's story, because there's so much we can learn from her commitment. Imagine being Serena Williams in the 1990s, a teenager practicing on a rundown court with cars honking in the background, the net sagging, the surface uneven. Imagine the exhaustion of training for hours, the frustration of losing early matches, the pressure of being a black girl in a sport dominated by others. Imagine the temptation to skip practice, to take a day off, to settle for less. And yet, Serena didn't give in. She'd run drills until her legs burned, perfect her serve until her arm ached, and visualize every victory. She'd sacrifice parties, sleep, and comfort, knowing that every disciplined moment was building her future. And because she lived with self-discipline, she didn't just play tennis, she redefined it. She showed us that success starts with self-discipline. Now, you might be thinking, that's an incredible story, but I'm no Serena Williams. I don't have that kind of talent or drive. Let me stop you right there. You don't need to be Serena Williams to live with self-discipline. You don't need to be a world-class athlete or a global star. Self-discipline is for everyone. It's about the success that's waiting for you. Maybe your success is paying off your debt, saving enough to give your kids a better life. Maybe your success is mastering a new skill, like coding, to change your career. Maybe your success is stronger relationships, showing up for the people you love. Whatever it is, self-discipline is the key. And when you embrace self-discipline, you create the success that's meant for you. I've seen the power of self-discipline in my own life. A few years ago, I wanted to start a fitness journey. I was out of shape, low on energy, and unhappy with how I felt. I knew I needed to change, but I struggled with consistency. I'd make excuses. I'm too busy to work out. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a cheat day. But one day I decided to commit to self-discipline. I set a goal to exercise 5 days a week, starting with just 20 minutes a day. I planned my meals, tracked my progress, and said no to late-night snacks, even when I craved them. It wasn't easy. I had days when I wanted to quit, days when I felt sore, days when I doubted myself. But I kept going, showing up with self-discipline. Today, I'm healthier, stronger, and more confident than ever. Why? Because I learned that success starts with self-discipline, because I chose consistency over comfort. Let's talk about why self-discipline is the starting point for success. In a world that's full of instant gratification, self-discipline is your superpower. It's what sets you apart, what keeps you moving forward when others give up, turns your potential into action. Self-discipline gives you control over your life, your habits, your outcomes. It helps you build the resilience to handle setbacks, the focus to stay on track, the strength to keep going when the journey gets tough. And when you live with self-discipline, you inspire others to do the same. You show them that success isn't about luck or talent. It's about the choices you make every day. You become a leader, a reminder that we can all achieve success if we start with self-discipline. Let me tell you about another person who lived with self-discipline, a man named Jeff Bezos. In 1994, Jeff was working a comfortable job in finance, but he had an idea to start an online bookstore. He knew it would be risky with no guarantee of success. He could have stayed in his safe job. I can't leave my career. It's too uncertain. I'll fail. But Jeff chose self-discipline. He quit his job, moved to Seattle, and started Amazon from his garage. He worked long hours, reinvested every penny, and focused on growth, even when the company didn't turn a profit for years. His self-discipline turned Amazon into a global empire, making him one of the most successful entrepreneurs in history. Why? Because Jeff Bezos knew that success starts with self-discipline, because he was willing to do the hard work. Let's dive deeper into Jeff's story, because there's so much we can learn from his focus. Imagine being Jeff Bezos in 1995, sitting in a garage, packing books on the floor, with a makeshift desk made of door, knowing you've left a high-paying job for a dream. Imagine the uncertainty, the criticism from friends who thought you were crazy, the years of working without profit, the pressure to keep investors happy. Imagine the late nights, the endless problem solving, the temptation to go back to the stability of your old life. And yet Jeff didn't waver. He'd strategize, innovate, and expand, even when the odds were against him. He'd say no to distractions, focus on his vision, and build systems for long-term success. And because he lived with self-discipline, he didn't just sell books. He built legacy. He showed us that success starts with self-discipline. So how do you build self-discipline to create success? How do you train yourself to show up day after day and make the choices that lead to your goals? Let me give you 3 practical steps to help you get started. Step 1, set clear, meaningful goals. Self-discipline thrives when you have a purpose, a reason to stay committed. So define your goals with clarity. What do you want to achieve? Why does it matter to you? Write them down, make them specific, and keep them in front of you. Because when your goals are clear, self-discipline becomes your fuel. You know exactly what you're working toward. Step 2, create routines that support your goals. Self-discipline isn't about willpower, it's about habits. So build routines that make success automatic. Schedule your workouts. Block time for your side hustle. Plan your meals ahead. Remove the guesswork, eliminate the excuses, and let your routines guide you. Because when you create routines, self-discipline becomes second nature. You don't have to think, you just do. Step 3, hold yourself accountable and reward your progress. Self-discipline grows when you track your efforts, celebrate your wins. So keep a journal of your daily actions, share your goals with a friend, or join a community that supports you. And when you hit a milestone, reward yourself, a small treat, a day off, a moment of pride. Because when you hold yourself accountable, self-discipline becomes a habit. You build a cycle of success. Let me tell you about a woman I met named Aisha, a single mother from Nairobi. Aisha wanted to start a catering business to provide for her children, but she had no formal training and worked long hours as a cleaner. She could have given up, saying, "I don't have time, I don't know how. It's too late for me." But Aisha chose self-discipline. She set a clear goal to launch her business in a year. She created a routine, cooking new recipes after work and selling them on weekends. She held herself accountable, saving every shilling and tracking her progress. Today, Aisha's catering business is thriving, supporting her family. Why? Because Aisha knew that success starts with self-discipline, because she showed up for her dreams. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine a life where you've mastered self-discipline. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your habits, your choices, your actions are building the success you've always wanted, that your goals are within reach, your dreams are coming true. Your life is a testament to what's possible. Imagine the confidence you'll feel, the pride you'll have, the impact you'll make. Imagine looking back on your life and saying, "I built my success with self-discipline, and I achieved everything I set out to do." That life is not a dream. That life is yours for the taking. All you have to do is start with self-discipline. Let's take a moment to reflect. I want you to close your eyes for a second and think about a time when you lacked self-discipline. A goal you didn't achieve, a habit you couldn't build, a dream you let slip away. How did that feel? Now picture yourself with self-discipline, showing up every day, making the hard choices, building the life you want. Picture the success you'll create, the person you'll become, the legacy you'll leave. How does that feel? That feeling, that's the power of self-discipline. That's what it means to build success. Let me share one more story, a story about a man named Kobe Bryant. Kobe, one of the greatest basketball players ever, was known for his relentless work ethic. He wasn't most naturally talented, but he outworked everyone through self-discipline. He'd wake up at 4 a.m. to train, practice the same shot thousands of times, and study game footage for hours. Even after winning championships, he could have coasted on his fame, saying, "I've already made it. I don't need to work this hard. I'm good enough." But Kobe chose self-discipline. His commitment led him to 5 NBA titles, 2 Olympic gold medals, and a legacy of greatness. Why? Because Kobe Bryant knew that success starts with self-discipline, because he never stopped showing up. So Today, I'm asking you to make a commitment to yourself, to your goals, to the success you deserve. Commit to self-discipline, no matter how hard it gets. Commit to showing up, no matter how tired you feel. Commit to building the habits that lead to success, no matter the obstacles. Because I promise you, when you start with self-discipline, you become unstoppable. You become a builder of success. You become the person you were always meant to be. Success starts with self-discipline. It's the foundation of every achievement, the key to every dream, the path to every victory. So go out there, start with self-discipline, build success, and watch how you become everything you were destined to be. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Success Mindset.